careful with this drink. I don't want to spill it. Had to be careful with the drink there because I didn't want to spill it. Mountain Dew Baja Blast, by the way. You know, whenever I open up a can of soda or have something to drink, usually it's always for the very beginning of a Let's Play video. It's basically a custom that I decide to do for every video I do, for mostly every video I do involving gaming. I'm not really used to doing it for these types of videos, but I guess I could do it for these as well. And I figured it's only fitting for me to crack open a cold one of Mountain Dew Baja Blast, to commemorate the fact that I, Shinobi Gaming HD, as of January 2026, the year of 2026, I, Shinobi Gaming HD, have finally, once and for all, completed and gotten through, put up with, suffered, yelled at, got pissed off at, angered at, wanted to throw my controller at, had very unpleasant times at, but mercifully and thankfully have completed Call of Duty 2 campaign mode on veteran difficulty. This was one of the hardest Let's Play series I have ever done on my channel. To date, hold up. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I saw something on my Xbox One. Freaking shadow. Anyways, to date, this remains one of the hardest Let's Play series I have ever done. One of the hardest games I have ever played on my channel. It's debatable whether it is the hardest in terms of the whole game. I mean, there have been games I played here on the channel that have had extremely difficult segments. The most frustrating for me probably has to still be the car chase from hell from the first Yakuza Kiwami. That was Satan in the flesh, basically trying to beat that freaking thing. Like that was a level that was spawned by the hands of Satan. And I never want to ever go through anything like that ever again. I made a promise to myself that I was going to play this game on veteran difficulty, the highest, hardest difficulty in the entire game. And there were many times I felt very tempted to just throw the white flag, say, screw this, I can't take any more of this crap, and lower the difficulty down to at least maybe hard mode, and just make the game difficult, but not too difficult for me, but just get it out of the freaking way. There were many times I felt like doing that, but I sucked it up as best as I could. I did my very best, and I was rewarded for it by seeing the credits roll on veteran difficulty. Thank God. This is the first Call of Duty that I have played start to finish on my channel. I have played some other Call of Duties in the past on my channel, but I've stopped playing them either at the very beginning or midway through, and I never returned to them, although I will try to return to them in the future. I did state that I do want to play every Call of Duty on my channel that I can get my hands on, and I have a majority of them already. So I'm gonna be playing a lot of Call of Duty on the channel in the future of this channel. So if you're a Call of Duty fan and you're looking forward to me playing campaigns like the Modern Warfare ones, the Black Ops ones, uh, even it doesn't have to be those. It could be shit. It could be Ghost, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, World War II, World at War. It could be any of those. Those campaigns will definitely come in the future, but after this Let's Play series, I have to, mentally for my sanity, I have to take a break from Call of Duty in terms of playing the campaigns. I gotta take a break from this. Multiplayer, I could always just jump on the multiplayer whenever I want and goof around. But the campaign, I gotta take a break from my mental health. This game pushed pushed the envelope on how much of my temper I could take. Like I said so many times, I felt like just throwing the white flag, saying fuck it, and just lowering the difficulty and get it done and over with. But I I pushed through, I persevered, and I did it. And I'm so thankful that I did. So, obviously, that leads us to this. My thoughts and grades video for Call of Duty 2. I don't want to make this too long of a video, and as I said before, and I'll say it again, if this is your first time watching me review a video game on my channel, it might be your last because I'm not the best at doing this. I'm not going to throw some fancy CGI stuff in the background like Angry Joe does. I'm not going to go super depth into the game like Angry Joe does. Like, it doesn't have to be Angry Joe. It could be anybody. Game Rant, Game Cross. I fucking hate IGN, but IGN. So many others. I'm not gonna go super depth into the game, and I'm not the greatest reviewer in the world. But this is my thoughts and grades, and tell me your thoughts and grades of Call of Duty 2 in the comment section below after this video if you want. It kind of upsets me in a way though that I have to do this, even though I do always try to do my reviews of video games whenever I beat them. It kind of frustrates me that I still have to spend one more freaking video talking about this game because I'd rather be doing something else right now. I'd rather be watching YouTube. I'd rather be playing another game. I'd rather be my next Let's Play is actually Ghost of Tsushima. I'd rather be doing that right now, but I gotta get this out of the way. So let's just get to it. First thing I'm gonna grade here is the soundtrack for Call of Duty 2. Not not really memorable. Not really memorable for me. Like I've gone to listen to some of the songs on YouTube and they're all right. They're decent, but they're not like super memorable. Like in terms of like soundtrack, this one is not really like up there in terms of like the most memorable Call of Duty soundtracks. I mean, it's not god awful bad, but it's nothing really to write home about. Truth be told, I didn't really pay all that much attention to the soundtrack that much when I was even playing the game, especially when I got to a point where I just wanted to get this game fucking done and over with. I was barely paying attention to the soundtrack as is at the end. But I did go back and listen to just a few of the songs on YouTube, and they're alright. Overall, if I had to give the soundtrack of Call of Duty 2 a grade, uh, probably a 3 out of 10. Like it's, I know that's really low, but like I said, it's not the most memorable soundtrack for Call of Duty. It's definitely damn sure not among the greatest video game soundtracks ever. I mean, it's okay, but it's nothing really to write home about, to be honest with you. So, 3 out of 10 for the soundtrack. I know Call of Duty fans, if they click on this video, if they somehow find it, diehard Call of Duty fans are gonna be like, "You fucking piece of shit. This soundtrack's a 10 out of 10. What the hell are you talking about?" Again, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't think this is a super memorable soundtrack. Sorry. Like when I think of super memorable soundtracks in video games, I think of games like The Last of Us. I think of games like Final Fantasy. Hell, Expedition 33 recently has an amazing soundtrack. So many games out there that have way, 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 way more memorable sound. The Legend of Zelda series has a memorable soundtrack. Like Call of Duty 2, I'm sorry, it doesn't do it for me. It's not god awful bad, but it's nothing really to write home about. That's why I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. And that's my thoughts and grades or thoughts and grade, excuse me. God, I can't even talk for the soundtrack of this game. Now, as for the sound design, which is pretty much like the overall sound of this game, tremendous. It's actually really damn good. Is it the best sound design in a Call of Duty? No, but it's still pretty good. Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some future games in the Call of Duty franchise that I'll get to that are going to have amazing, like, absolutely just god tier sound design. This one's pretty good, though, like I said. I love the way the guns sounded when you fire them. The overall sound of the game, like I said, is really damn good. Overall, if I have to give it a grade, probably an 8 out of 10. It's really, really good. It doesn't crack the 9 out of 10 category, it doesn't crack the 10 out of 10 category for me, but it's pretty damn solid. And credit where credit's due. Now, in terms of graphics, obviously, this game ain't going to look anything like the games we have nowadays. Hell, it don't even look as good as some of the games that came out near the very end of the PS3 and 360 generation. But for a 20-year-old game that was made backwards compatible for the Xbox One and for the Series S and X, for a backwards compatible game from 20 plus years ago, it still looks pretty good graphics wise. It's not, like I said, it's not super, jaw dropping or anything. Well, maybe for its time when it came out it was, but that was 20 years ago. And we've seen far, 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 far better games graphic wise come out since then. Even like I said on the 360 and PS3, there were games that blow this game out of the water graphic wise that came out on those consoles. But for a game from 2005, for a launch title, by the way, a launch title for the 360, this is how far back we're going here. We're going all the way back to 2005. Like, God, I just started middle school when this game first came out. I just started my first year in middle school when Call of Duty 2 came out. I was still rocking a PlayStation 2. I was still playing games like San Andreas, GTA 3, Vice City. Of course, still playing sports games. Well, still playing sports games around that time. You know, I was still on a PlayStation 2. I didn't even have an Xbox 360. And I was hearing people tell me in school, "Oh man, Shinobi, you should go out and get a 360 or a PlayStation 3. These games look so graphically incredible and stuff." I would love to hear what they have to say about video games nowadays. I mean, if I could take them and put them in a time machine and show them the video games of today, I think their jaws would hit the floor and they'd be like, "That there's no way that's real. That's not real." But for a game from 2005 that was made backwards compatible and playing this even on the rinky dink TV that I got, even though it's not the best quality, for an Xbox One S version of Call of Duty 2, it actually looks alright for its time. And overall, if I had to give the graphics a grade, I'm gonna be nice and give it in the middle and give it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, nothing super, super, super amazing, and there were better looking titles on the 360 and PS3. But for a launch title from 20 years ago, not bad. Not bad. 5 out of 10. So, then we get to, let's see, which one do I grade here? Because there's only three that are left. Which one should I grade? You know what? Let's grade the gameplay. Let's grade the gameplay of Call of Duty 2. This is a big one. This is one of the big three here. Ay, 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 ay. First of all, gameplay, pretty damn solid. There may have been a few times I ran into a bug or a glitch, but it's to be expected. Not every game is going to be perfectly bug free or glitch free. Like, even the greatest video games of all time have their bugs and glitches in them. And of course, Call of Duty 2 is going to have them as well. I can't really exactly remember if I ran into them, but if I did, I did. I just can't remember off the top of my head because this was such a long Let's Play series. I mean, I almost hit 60 video. I guess you could say this actually is the 60th video of Call of Duty 2 because I'm going to put it in the playlist. So I guess you can consider this video number 60 in my Call of Duty 2 campaign Let's Play series. Can you believe that? The same amount of videos as Marvel Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man's about a 40 to 50 hour game. Call of Duty 2 is about 8 to 10 hours. I took the same amount of time on Call of Duty 2 in terms of how many videos I uploaded as I did Marvel Spider-Man. Well, and I also did have that one 2 hour long live stream where I basically just grinded the hell out of the game doing all sorts of stranger activities. But anyways, pretty much almost the same amount of videos. Gameplay wise, I had a lot of fun gameplay wise in terms of like the shooting and stuff. The ally AI, for the most part, is usually helpful. Sometimes, though, there were times where they did not help at all. There were times where they would just stand out wide out in the open, wide open out in the open, just standing around being fucking bullet sponges. Sometimes they would get in my damn way, and I'm trying to move them out of the way, and they don't fucking move. And they have cost me to die a lot because of how stupid the AI could be at times. Sometimes they wouldn't even really shoot at the enemy. Like they would just get in cover and just stay in cover the whole freaking time and not even make attempts at shooting the enemies. I saw that several times throughout this campaign. They weren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I will give credit where credit's due. Way more helpful than the fucking ally AI in Battlefield. That's for damn sure. Like I didn't finish Battlefield Bad Company. I canceled that Let's Play series because that was a freaking chore to sit through, and I just couldn't take any more of it. Like that's one of the most boring games I've ever played. Not just on my channel, but in general. I'm sorry, Battlefield Bad Company fans. I could not get into the game. I tried so hard to get into the game. I just couldn't do it. Doesn't help when you have ally AI that are literally fucking brain dead. I don't think they have a brain. They're like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. If I only had a brain. They provided no help at all. At least the ally AI in this game, in Call of Duty 2, at least for the most part, mostly helpful. So I'm thankful for that. Thank you, developers of Call of Duty 2. Thank you, Activision, for at least making competent ally, and not perfect, but competent ally AI. Enemy AI, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Where do I even begin? Obviously, as I said before, and I'll say it again, I play this on veteran difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in the entire game. That means that the enemy AI are going to be fucking ruthless. Like, these are the type of enemies on this difficulty that if they get lucky, they can kill you in one shot. And I have been one shotted in this game several times. There have been times where they have one shot me several times and I died in one hit. There be times where I would be in the tiniest corner with barely like even a pixel out of the corner, out of frame. If they even get one pixel on me, if they even lock in on me and they are able to get just one little pixel on my character, if they hit me, I'm going to take damage and probably die, which I did a lot. And it was miserable a lot. And I hated it a lot. As much as it pisses me off, gotta give credit where credit's due. The enemy AI on veteran difficulty is no pushover. At the very beginning, like the first couple of missions in the game, they're not as bad. Like, I didn't really have that much of a struggle at the very beginning of the game until I started getting midway through it, which obviously makes sense. The further along you go in a video game, if you have it on the hardest difficulty in the game, the further along you go, the harder the game is going to get, which obviously makes sense in not just this game, but any video game with when you're playing on the hardest difficulty. The further along you get in the game, the harder and harder it's going to get. And my god, did this game get freaking hard. Oh my god. The amount of times I died playing this campaign, if I had a death counter, if my friend Orbital set up a death counter for every time I died in this game, I seriously think I would crack over 1,000. I'm not joking, by the way, when I say that. I'm being serious. I probably crack over 1,000 kills just from me dying on this game. This was the most amount of deaths I have ever had in a video game to date on my channel. One of the most rage-inducing video games I have ever played. Ever. Not as rage-inducing as the car chase from hell from Yakuza. Outside of that one level, there was that one level in Call of Duty 2, and if you watch the Let's Play series, you know which part I'm talking about. If you didn't, spoiler alert. There was a mission involving getting into this certain house. There was a mission right near the end of the game, not like the last mission, obviously, but like very near the very end of the game. There's this mission where you have to get inside this house, and it's just crawling with German soldiers. They're like freaking cockroaches coming in and out of this damn thing. And I tried for so long to get into that house and be able to kill all the soldiers inside. And no matter what I tried to do, nothing was fucking working. I finally was able to get into the house on the side of this big house, and even that was still difficult. I finally was able to pull it off, but it must have took me about 4 to 5 hours just to be able to beat that freaking house. House, that one objective. We're not talking an entire freaking mission here. We're talking one objective. Took me about 4 to 5 hours. That was excruciating. That was painful. That was super annoying. That was the hardest mission in the entire game that I played in this entire Let's Play series. Like, that was the mission where I came the absolute closest to lowering the difficulty. I came so close on that one particular mission to lowering the difficulty. But I pressured through, and by the grace of the video game gods, I pulled it off. Thank you. This enemy AI is no pushover in this game. The AI in general is pretty damn intelligent in this game. Not perfect, like I said, but pretty damn intelligent, especially on veteran. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. This was really damn well done in terms of how good the AI can be. They're ruthless, they're aggressive, they're mean, and they will definitely piss you off if you don't know what you're doing. Which that happened to me a lot. Gunplay, really damn good. Some of the best gunplay, and I'm not saying this just to troll or anything, I'm being serious. Some of the best gunplay I've ever played in a shooter. The gunplay in Call of Duty 2, mwah, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Despite the fact that the game was pissing me off a lot, gunplay, really damn good. I had fun shooting the guns in this game. I had fun using the sniper rifles, using the scope on the guns, even if it wasn't a sniper rifle, using the scope on the guns to look for enemies. I didn't like the grenade spam. That's one thing I really did not like with the enemy AI. It's the spamming of grenades. They would spam the fuck out of grenades. Some of these missions, it was just non-stop grenade spam, and I'm just sitting back thinking to myself, can you guys please stop throwing grenades? Like, where are you getting these grenades from? Are you popping them out? Are you crapping them out of your ass or something? Like, holy shit, where are you getting all these grenades from? But anyways, gunplay wise, it was really, really damn fun. And I had a lot of fun with the gunplay in this game. I had a lot of fun with the gameplay in this game outside of getting extremely pissed off, which that happened a lot. It's not a 10 though. It's not a 10 for me. It's not good enough to be a 10. My grade for the gameplay of Call of Duty 2 is a very damn good 8 out of 10. It's some of the best gunplay I have ever played, not just in a Call of Duty game, but in any shooter game that I played on my channel, or any shooter game that I played in my life, period. I mean, this gunplay is really damn good in this game. And despite the issues with the enemy AI and how much they piss me off, despite the issues with the ally AI, and they're helpful, like I said, but they're not, the greatest ally AI in the world. Despite there being issues here and there with the gameplay, I will say overall experience, it was pretty damn good gameplay wise. And my God, when you play this game on veteran mode, it don't hold back. That's for damn sure. So the gameplay for me is an 8 out of 10. And yeah, that's it for the gameplay. Now we get to the final two. And before we get to the final grade, we got the story. I don't want to really be mean here because I do respect video games that pay homage to world history, especially the way that Call of Duty 2 did it here, going back to the days of World War II. Obviously, extremely dark times in our world history. But I like their take here, but this isn't the greatest story I've ever played on my channel. I played far, far, far better stories. And there are more Call of Duty games out there with way more memorable stories than this. I don't hate it. I respect what they tried to do here. It's just, to sum it up, eh, eh. I mean, it's not terrible, but eh. If I had to give a grade to the Call of Duty 2 campaign, eh, uh, uh, I'm thinking about this one. I'm gonna give the campaign. I hate to do this, and you're lucky that I'm not giving it a worse grade than this because I'm gonna be nice. I'm going to be nice, but I can only be so nice. This is for Call of Duty 2. It's a 2 out of 10 for the campaign, which is pretty much the number of the game itself. I'm sorry. It's not super memorable. It's not going to go down as one of the greatest campaigns in video gaming history. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, the American campaign was fun, the British campaign was fun, the Russian campaign was fun, but are they really super, 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 super memorable in terms of like the overall campaign for this game? Like, did they make this one of the greatest campaigns in Call of Duty history? For me, no. Just no. If I wasn't being nice, this would probably be like a shit. It'd probably be like maybe a 1.5, maybe even a 1. And that is god awful bad. It's not super memorable. I respect what they were trying to do, but this game is going to be like, for me, I'm going to forget a majority of what happened in this campaign by shit, probably by like the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple of days. Hell, most of the things I'm going to remember from the campaign is how pissed off I got at it. And that's not really a good sign. When the only thing I can remember when the only thing I can remember the most from your campaign is how pissed off I got at it. That's not really very good. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody that served in World War II, because obviously these missions were modeled after real events that happened in World War II. So please don't take that the wrong way, okay? Rest in peace to everybody that fought in World War II. Thank you for your service. Well, the good ones, the allies, of course. Fuck the bad people. Fuck the bad guys. I'm talking about the men and women, the allies, the good guys. Rest in peace to all of you. But I'm sorry, this campaign wasn't all that good. I'm just being honest. It wasn't all that good. It's not super memorable. Like, okay, Captain Price was in here. Okay, that's nice. Captain Price is one of the mascots of Call of Duty. It was cool seeing him here, but this isn't his most memorable campaign. Like, when people think of Captain Price, they think of the Modern Warfare campaigns. They don't really think of Call of Duty 2. It was cool seeing him, but it's not his most memorable role. And I can't wait to get to his more memorable roles in those campaigns whenever I get to them. So yeah, it's a 2 out of 10 for the Call of Duty 2 campaign. It's not that good. I mean, freaking I don't have Killzone Shadowfall up on my channel anymore, but when Killzone Shadowfall gets a 3 out of 10, I remember the grade I remember for that story. I gave Killzone Shadowfall a 3 out of 10, and it wasn't even really that memorable, but at least there were some things that happened in it that I still do remember. Like, spoiler alert for Killzone Shadowfall, in case you don't want to be spoiled on it. I remember the skyscraper getting attacked. I remember the terrorist attack at the skyscraper. I remember how the game ends. I remember several other moments here that I'm not gonna spoil too much on Killzone Shadowfall. I mean, there's no reason for me to go back to it. I would play through it again, but I've already played through it once on my channel, and I already pretty much know how the game ends, and I did not like the ending of the game very much at all. So why would I want to go back and revisit that? Sorry. It sucks that those videos are gone, but it is what it is. And the reason why those videos are gone, by the way, because me and my friend Orbital, and this was, I think, back in like 2019, like late 2019, right before COVID. There was this freaking thing going on, I think, with the FTC or something, where they were going to go after channels for some stupid reason. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It was so long ago, but they were trying to do something for YouTube, and me and my friend Orbital got a little nervous, and so we basically just wiped a few things from our channel, and one of the things I wiped was Killzone Shadowfall, and that was stupid. I shouldn't have done that, but oh well, it is what it is. Can't get those videos back. So, 2 out of 10 for the campaign. And now that leaves, obviously, my overall grade for Call of Duty 2. My final grade of Call of Duty 2. What do I give the overall grade of this game? Well, I had lots of fun with the gameplay, despite the fact that it pissed me the fuck off. It's one of the best shooters I have ever played, not just on my channel, but in general, period. I'm going to remember this game for two things. One, how good the gunplay was. Number two, how much it pissed me the fuck off. It doesn't have a super memorable campaign for me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna remember this campaign outside of it pissing me off. Sorry. Like, yeah, there's been other games that I played on my channel that pissed me off, but at least I can remember. At least I can remember some things about them, and the ones that I really, really, really freaking like, I remember quite a bit of them. See Red Dead Redemption 2, for example. See The Last of Us. Hell, when it's said and done, Last of Us Part 2 is definitely going to be one of those games I remember. Uh, Obviously, Grand Theft Auto. Like, any Grand Theft Auto. Vice City, San Andreas, 3, whatever I eventually get to 5. Hell, if I somehow got my hands on Grand Theft Auto 6, which that ain't gonna freaking happen, but if I somehow got my hands on GTA 6, that would probably be a very memorable campaign. Coming out of this, the only things I'm gonna remember of Call of Duty 2 were, like I said, how fun the gunplay was and how much it pissed me the hell off. I'm just glad to be done and over with this game. I'm glad that I never have to touch this campaign ever again. I'm never going to play this campaign ever again. Even in my spare time, I'm not touching this campaign ever again. This is a one and done. Not just for the channel, but for me in general. I'm never playing this campaign ever again in my entire life for as long as I live. I am good. I'm good. If you enjoyed me playing it, great. If you didn't, oh well. Sorry that sorry that it wasn't for you. And if you want to come on here and say you suck at the game, bro. Okay. Yeah, I admit it. I suck at the game, but I was able to pull it off. Despite how frustrated I got at it, I was able to pull it off, and I'm thankful for that at the very least. My overall grade of Call of Duty 2 is a 6 out of 10. Slightly above average. My average grade is in the middle. That would be a 5. This is slightly above average. It's a 6 out of 10. The gameplay, in terms of how good the gunplay was, it's what really carried this game for me. It's what really saved this game from being like a 4 or a 3, because the campaign is not going to be super. I'm not going to remember this campaign outside of it pissing me off. Graphics wise, it's not the best. It's okay, especially even for this time period. It's still okay, but it's not jaw dropping. The soundtrack is not super memorable. The sound design is really damn good, though. So credit where credit's due on that. Enemy AI is freaking ruthless. The ally AI, for the most part, is mostly helpful, although they can have brain farts every now and again. And overall, to conclude this review, I'm just glad that this crap is over. I'm ready to move on from Call of Duty 2. I'm ready to move on from Call of Duty in general on my channel in terms of the campaign. I will eventually return to Call of Duty campaigns in the future, but it's going to be a little while before I do. Cuz I need to mentally check out of Call of Duty campaigns for now. I mean, it's already bad enough I've heard so many bad things about the new Call of Duty campaign, the Black Ops 7 one. I have unfortunately been spoiled a little bit, not too much, but a little bit on that campaign. I mean, it's unavoidable. Like you can't avoid it. I tried to avoid it, and unfortunately, it got fucking thrown at me. YouTube fucking recommended it at me, which fuck you, YouTube. It is what it is. I had a few things spoiled for Black Ops 7's campaign, which, we'll get there when we get there on my channel, but when we get to those certain points, don't expect me to be very positive, is all I'm going to say. I just need to mentally check out a Call of Duty campaigns on my channel for a while. So this is the last Call of Duty campaign I'm going to play on my channel for quite some time. I will eventually return to Call of Duty campaigns down the line, but for now, I'm I'm mentally checking out. In terms of Call of Duty in general, I do want to upload some multiplayer videos every now and again. I don't think I'm going to be uploading any multiplayer videos to Call of Duty 2 because nobody plays this freaking game anymore. But I did say I would start uploading multiplayer videos of Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. So I'll probably start doing that in case anybody that's subscribed to the channel that still wants to see Call of Duty in a way. Well, at least you get your Call of Duty fixture there. So there you go. May not be exactly what you want, but there you go. Actually, to tell you the truth, I might actually start uploading Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer videos on my channel. The original, not the new one from a few years ago, not the one with Nicki Minaj's fat ass in it. No, 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 no. I'm talking the original, dark, gritty, classic Modern Warfare 2. I might actually start playing the multiplayer on that and uploading that to the channel because that's still to this day that is still my favorite Call of Duty multiplayer ever. I fucking love Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Love it. I think I've talked about Call of Duty enough. I need to mentally check out of this franchise for now. So that's gonna do it here for this review. Like I said, I didn't really go super in depth in it. I'm not gonna really spoil anything about the story because, truth be told, I could honestly really care less. It's not really that super memorable. I'm just glad to be done with it. You want the truth? I'm glad to be done with this fucking campaign. I'm glad to be done with this fucking game. I'm great. I'm ready to move the hell on from Call of Duty 2 and move on with the rest of my life. The game is a 6 out of 10, and that's the highest I'm going to go. I'm not going to go any lower, and I'm not going to go any higher. It's a 6 out of 10, and it's going to be a 6 out of 10. Now, I did state, in case you did not see my last Call of Duty 2 video, I did state that I do want to return to the Grand Theft Auto trilogy on my channel because I was playing that and I put it on hold because I was doing so many Let's Play series. I put it on hold to play Call of Duty 2. Now that Call of Duty 2 is done, I'm itching to get back to Grand Theft Auto because this is obviously a very big year for us Grand Theft Auto fans. I want to get through Vice City. I want to get through San Andreas, and eventually I'm going to try to get through GTA 5. So I'm here to make the announcement. I'm not going to make a separate video for this. I'm going to make it here. I will be returning to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, as a matter of fact, very, very soon, right after Ghost of Tsushima. Right, my next Let's Play video is Ghost of Tsushima. After Ghost of Tsushima, I'm going to get back to work on Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So be on the lookout for that in case you're interested. Can't wait to get back to that. It's going to be way more freaking relaxing and way more enjoyable than this shit. That's for damn sure. Thank you all so much for watching. Shinobi Gaming HD signing out. Peace. Stay safe. Take care. Believe it, like Naruto Uzumaki says. And I believe I have mentally checked out of Call of Duty campaigns for now. Thank God that this crap is over. Never, ever want to play this campaign ever again. And I'm sorry if this review wasn't the greatest. I'm not the best at doing these. You may think that my grades were shit. So be it, whatever, fine. Let me know your thoughts and grades in the comment section below. And I'm out. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Goodbye.